Good fish. Okay, coming. Hey! Oh shit. This is not easy. Whoa. Aha.
It's very deep.
Yes, I got that.
These trips are not just about catch and release fishing. A few fish are usually taken each week from the sustainable stocks. Normally, we could be quite selective, but this was the first chance of the week to do a catch and cook. By the time that I reached Jonny, his 42cm grayling had been dispatched. I was happy for Jonny, but I would be lying if I said that I wasn't jealous and even more desperate for a decent fish of my own.
Oh, small one. Good one. Good one. Beauty.
At 52 centimetres, that was a trip-saving fish, and now I could really relax as we searched for something even bigger.
Oh, small one, I think. Oh, it's got to be some of the worst wading in the world. Yeah. The things you do for fish. Hallelujah.
Before leaving this location, we wanted to try the spot where I had started off before being so rudely interrupted. So Joni and I made our way there.
Yes.
Since it was now Joni's turn for a big fish, he took a spot first and started fishing while I waited a little bit downstream. The area beyond him looked too good though, and after a few minutes I waded out there.
That was at least as big as the last one.
Looks quite nice anyway.
Yeah, it felt very heavy.
That certainly was a heavy fish, and I'll be very surprised if it wasn't larger than the previous catch. Whether or not it was a 60 was impossible to say from that brief moment. Had the previous one not been landed, it would have been a hard miss, but spirits were high in that moment, and the disappointment could be easily dismissed. In any case, it wouldn't be long before another opportunity would present itself. Another 42cm grayling, and this one, bleeding from the gill, was also kept for dinner.
Oh, lost, huge one. I think Definitely over 50, but could have been.
Quite nice.
Yeah.
Try. Great to be here. This is this famous Haukijärvi.
On these trips, I always bring my full array of mosquito protection, and that is something that you normally need continually throughout the Lappish summer. For the first time this week, mosquitoes landed on my face, and I'd never been happier with that occurrence. Mosquitoes kind of go hand in hand with good fishing up here. Still, I wouldn't need to apply any mosquito repellent all week, as that, I'm afraid to say, was it. The reason for the lack of mosquitoes was the rare hot and dry spring and summer. This had decimated the meltwater puddles which the mosquitoes rely upon for reproduction.
Sport fishing. Yep.
Jaha.
Back at the cottage, someone was pleased to see us after a long day, and for me, it was time to cook. Well, yesterday was great. It was also a bit of a relief to finally catch some good fish after such a long journey up here. Really wonderful day, wonderful but hard trip up into the backcountry, and some great rewards. A good backcountry day behind us, sunny weather, bugs on the water. It was time to return to the backcountry and our favourite big fish spot. Once again, the boat was taken. We decided to fetch the canoe and attach the motor to it.
Up.
Being crammed in the bow with some instability behind me, heading out to deep water felt very dodgy.
Whoa. Right.
And I felt completely helpless.
Oi, oi.
Ai.
No, no. Viedä.
It wouldn't be long before this attempt would be abandoned and we returned to shore. Sami volunteered to stay behind, and with just two of us, it was much more stable.
So 65, then I'm pretty happy.
The first time that we found this spot, the stream was filled with huge grayling all week. The two times that I'd been up there since, it was empty though. Immediately, I saw some disturbances on the surface and my hopes got up. With a careful approach, nothing happened. It became evident that these were tiny fish, not much bigger than the dry flies we were casting. My hopes evaporated. But I still tried casting to previously successful spots before getting too close to the water. It was no use. I was casting to nothing. Off to the lake, a place that we know to contain 60+ centimetre grayling. There was no sign of activity here either. The wind picked up, and the most exciting thing that I found was a caddis on my camera. We didn't feel that there was any point carrying on there, so headed back down to the lake where we had left the boat and the most reliable spot that we know. The efforts of the week were starting to be felt, even more so on a day without fish. This spot had never failed to produce grayling over 40 centimetres. But the stream flowing into the lake was just a trickle, and nothing was found. So once again we returned to the local rapids.
So Joni's found a rising fish. looks like I've got weed. Yeah, not again. I've not got weed, I've got a tiny grayling again. Well, this place is very different this year, so I'm going to try something very different. And that is a very large nullapoo.